Hello everyone and welcome to another BosqueeNet Adventure. My name's Jeff, and as you can see tonight I'm out for a backpacking adventure. I found my spot where I'm going to stay the night, just right here behind me. There's kind of a beautiful area, just kind of out by myself. I do have a fire pit over here, nice picnic table. We're going to be setting up camp here for tonight. I have some fantastic eats for this evening. I'm really looking forward to those. I got some new equipment I'm going to be trying out. Excited for that. I invite you to stick around and enjoy this adventure with me. The tent that I'm going to be using tonight is my Knollwood bivy tent. I figured this would be a good opportunity to use it in colder temperatures. The last time I used it, it was in the summertime. We've still got snow on the ground here in patches, so it is still a little bit cooler. But I think pairing this with my One Tigress sleeping pad and my Kaiser down sleeping bag, I'm gonna be just fine for tonight. So I'm gonna start getting this set up right here behind me. That peg out the back certainly needed a real stake. But these ones on the side, not really. All right, got my clothes for tonight. Pillow, the tried and true sleeping pad. Sorry if you haven't been able to get yours yet. The ground's not frozen for me anymore. However, I really like this sleeping pad. It is a comfortable one. And I think it's going to work out quite well for this camp. Just like that. It doesn't take me long to blow up the pad now because I've got so much room to do the job. I brought up my Kaiser down sleeping bag again. This thing has just been a champ. I love it. Like I said, it's not going to get too cold tonight. So I may end up just using it as a quilt. All right, everything's out of the backpack. Tent's all set up. Bags out, lofting. That was a quick setup tonight. Can't wait for dinner. Yeah, I've got the picnic table here and everything else, but I find my little camping chair is actually quite comfortable. Nice solid ground tonight. I don't think there's going to be a chance of me falling backwards. All right, I'm wanting to get the fire going earlier tonight. It's kind of required for dinner. Need some coals to cook dinner on. All right, here we go. Let's get the fire going. All right, that took me a little bit longer than what I had hoped to get that fire going. The wood is still a little bit damp and everything else, but it's going. I needed to get the fire going early tonight. I have an awesome meal plan. I plan on making myself a steak sandwich. So I brought up a thin ribeye steak, some onions, some peppers, a hoagie roll to put it all on. I'm looking forward to it. It should be a real tasty dinner. All I need now in order to get going on dinner is some coals. So we're gonna let the fire do its thing, burn down, and we'll get cooking here in a bit. While the coals are getting ready, I'm gonna show you a new piece of gear that I picked up. This is pretty awesome. I don't know how many of you have seen something like this before, so let me assemble it and let's see if you can guess what it is. I guess I kind of gave it away, letting you know that I was going to be making a steak sandwich tonight. So as you can see, it is a backpacking grill. I've been wanting one of these for quite a while, and I figured I would give this one a try. just like that. There's my grill. I'm excited to be using it for the first time, but just like that, I'll be able to shuffle some coals underneath it, cook my steak, toast my hoagie roll for the sandwich. This is going to be awesome. I'm excited to use it. And as you can see, it came in a nice handy dandy small package, right? Awesome. Can't wait to use it. All right, it's officially time to start getting things going here. So we'll go ahead and get the grill on. So I've got a frying pan up top here. That's for my onions and peppers. So we'll get that going here in a bit. But I've got the grill on. There's, wow, a ton of heat there. So we'll go ahead and get the steak going. Get that guy right there. Got some kosher salt for that guy. And some black pepper. That's going to be good. And then, like I said, up here in the frying pan, we'll get some peppers and onions going here. That'll be really good on this sandwich. And while that's getting ready, I will get my hoagie roll cut. What makes this really good is when toasting the hoagie roll, I made up a little aioli sauce to kind of toast into it. So inside of here, I have mayo, garlic, and Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to put that on I'm going to go ahead and just kind of drizzle this onto the hoagie roll. And we're going to toast it with that on there. And it is going to be very tasty. Just kind of like that. Set that off to the side here for now. And that'll be good. Just want those onions and peppers to start softening up. So I'm going to move the onions and peppers onto the real heat here. We're just going to go that side with it. Really start putting the heat to it. This is smelling awesome. So I hope what this is doing is showing you how awesome of a size this grill is, right? Get the frying pan and the steak off to one side. I mean, I think it's quite perfect. All right. I think my onions and peppers are all set. So I'm just going to set that off to the side here. Get a little bit more heat onto the steak. All right, the steak is definitely cooked enough for me. So let's bring our pan back down here, just like that. Now, let's kind of put those guys on top of there, just like so. And now we'll add the cheese to it. Got some pepper jack here. Let's see here. Just kind of leave that over this heat area here. And now we take our hoagie roll and just kind of put it right there. Toast it up. Let's check that guy out. Oh yeah, see? It just starts bubbling and sizzling just like that. A little bit more. So the final look at that. Right, toasted it up. Oh, I can smell that garlic. It is awesome. Let's get that transferred over here. Just like that. Awesome. Fantastic. Now the last thing that I want to put on this guy before eating it, some avocado. Boom. Just like that. Is that looking good or what? Top bun goes on. Let's get into this. I am gonna slice this guy up because it is mighty, mighty big. Oh man, that steak was like ultra tender. That did not take much to cut into. All right, I decided to come to the less smoky side of the fire. I was done with it. So made the dinner and everything else. I'm excited to dive into this. I've been looking forward to this all week. This is a very much planned meal. So let me give you the side profile of this guy. Make sure you guys are seeing that. All right, so you got this. You got the awesome toasted hoagie roll with the garlic aioli. You got the steak. You got the onions and bell pepper, pepper jack cheese, and avocado to tie it all together. Bon appetit. Oh my goodness, that is freaking amazing. Wow, I'm very happy with how that turned out. This turned out so well that I'm going to have to make it at home for the family. I'm excited for how that turned out. It was just a thought that I had earlier in the week, like, hey, I should try making a steak sandwich. That turned out awesome. Well, I'm going to sit back and enjoy my dinner now. I hope y'all enjoyed the amusement of me cooking it up for y'all. I hope it is something that you try. It turned out awesome. I think you'll enjoy it too. I know Mandy, Paige, and Jason are probably watching this video too, and they're like, dude, that is awesome. Why don't you make stuff like that at home? So I'll have to make it for them. Gonna enjoy this now, and I'll catch up with y'all later. That is killer. I'm back. Just been sitting by the fire enjoying it. I put my thermometer out. It's been slowly dropping. So as I said when I first got up here, it was 60 degrees. Now it's 45.5. Sun went down a while ago behind the mountains here. And as soon as it did, it started getting chilly. That was an awesome dinner, by the way. I really enjoyed making that. There's something about coming on a backpacking trip like this, having some good eats. It was really awesome. Seriously, if you're into steak, try that out. Steak sandwich, it was really good. Aside from cooking a fantastic meal this evening, I really haven't done much. I've just been sitting around enjoying the fire, watching my thermometer slowly tick down the degrees. Fire's putting out a lot of heat for me. I will do just fine tonight. So I've been thinking back on all of the adventures that I've shared with you. I sure have had a fun time. I hope you all are enjoying the adventures that I'm sharing with you, and I especially hope it's inspiring all of you to go out on adventures of your own. I know a few of you have commented and have shared with me the adventures that you've been going on. Thank you for sharing your adventures with me too. Looking back now, I'm realizing that I'm about to hit my 1 year mark on creating these adventure videos. It's been about a year since I went on my first solo backpacking trip that I shared with you all. All the prior times, I had always gone with someone, whether it was Mandy, some friends, or my scout group growing up. I hadn't ever done the solo thing before. And I was marveling the other day with Mandy that, oh my gosh, a year has gone by of doing this, and I'm not constantly looking back behind me to see what every little noise is, right? So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I sure have gotten comfortable out here. I have certainly found a new kind of peace. And over the past year, I have truly enjoyed being out here away from the distractions, in my element. So I don't know if this part will actually make it into the final cut of this video. I don't know if I don't know if I'm too keen on I don't know if I'm too keen on sharing my ramblings. But But one day, I've been keeping all of this raw video, and maybe one day my kids, Paige and Jason, or if I'm fortunate enough to have grandchildren, maybe one day one of them will get bored and want to go through all of this raw video. And I hope they find it interesting. I truly enjoy doing this. It's a great rest. It's a great relaxation. I am certainly in my element. And it's just been a ton of fun. So for you early subscribers, those who have been with me for the year, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Aside from doing all of the camping adventures, this has been one heck of an adventure. Just figuring out how to produce, how to shoot, capturing compelling content, improving the audio, just making those constant improvements along the way so as to provide quality, meaningful content. All right, everyone. I've decided the night was getting on. It's about 15 past 10 now. The fire was starting to die down, so I put the rest of it out. There was some snow around, so I just buried it in snow. Started getting chilly. I think the final temperature outside ended up being about 41 degrees. That's not too bad. After all, I am camping at 6,739 feet. So, as always, I'm kind of up here in the mountains, so it's gonna get cold. But I'm winding down. It's been just a fun, relaxing evening. Dinner sat pretty well. It was awesome. I know I'm gonna keep on talking about that steak sandwich. That's how awesome it was. But anywho, not quite sure how early of a morning I'm gonna make it. We'll see. I don't think I'm gonna set an alarm or anything else like that. But I'm gonna crawl into bed, call it a night, and we'll see you all in the morning. Good morning, everyone. As you could hear, a little bit of rain has decided to come on in. For most of the night, it was quite soothing. I think it started somewhere around 2 a.m. Wasn't quite expecting it, but then again, I am in the mountains. You should expect sudden change in weather sometimes. Unfortunately for the little bivy tent here, there is a failure point, and I have a leak. I'll show you that here behind me in just a moment. It's actually where the dongles are right here that hold down the fly in between that mesh opening and everything. But there's starting to be a little bit significant water, So rather than get soaked inside of here and whatnot, I am going to start packing everything up and head down the trail. I kind of figured this tent was going to be an issue in the rain anyway, so I'm not surprised. Oh well, I'll just be sure to make sure I only use it on hot, dry nights. Other than that, I'm gonna get, like I said, I'm gonna be getting all packed up, all set to go. And I'll chat with you just a little bit more right before I head down the trail. Water coming in right off of these dongles, as you can see. Starting to form a little puddle over there. See there. That a little bit better. A little bit more significant on that end. Oh well. As you can see, wasn't really meant for this kind of weather. Needs some sort of awning over the front. Oh well. And it's starting to turn into snow. All right, everyone. What an awesome adventure. It is starting to snow now. So I'm bugging out. Wrong tent. I should have brought my backwoods bungalow with the awning. I would have stayed out longer. But I've had a really awesome time anyways. Good eats, great fire, great atmosphere. Just all by myself out here in the woods and everything. I'm loving it. I want to thank you all for joining me. And if you enjoy the content that I'm providing, be sure to like and subscribe. It would really help the channel. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or you just want to chat, be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm going to get heading on down the trail. Thanks for joining me. Bye now. This was very beautiful up in here. I had to show it to you. I don't know how well that turns out on camera, but the top of the hill there is just covered in clouds and snowing. It's pretty awesome. It's just been an incredibly beautiful morning. I'm in no rush to get out. All right. This is the outro part 2, actually. I filmed one earlier over at the campsite, but then came across this area and thought it was too beautiful not to share. So, here it is. Just awesome, gorgeous. Been loving the hike out this morning. It's just been wonderful. I enjoy the snow, I enjoy the rain, I enjoy all of this, right? So nothing is deterring me from having a good time. I hope you're enjoying it too. Thanks for joining me once again. Bye now.